video, we're going to be redoing our living room, kind of, not completely, but we've already redone our living room. It's come such a long way. I'm going to insert a before picture of what our house looked like, what our living room looked like when we moved here. The ceiling was red. The hardwood floors were stained with pee, with so much. They were really disgusting. It's a mess. I had to kill all of the walls in this house before painting at all. So this living room has been killed. It's been painted white. Actually, I take that back. Some of it was painted white, and then what's gray, I think I just kills that and then I painted it gray because we were given some leftover gray paint, which it's actually said white on the gallon of paint that we were given, but then it ended up being this color, but I didn't hate it. Now that a lot of time has passed, we've done the brick, etc., I'm going to paint the living room what I've been wanting to paint it for a while now, and I'm going to be putting white stuff on the brick to make it look better. Also got some wood. I can't remember what this is. I think it's cedar, but we got some nice wood to make sort of like a cool arch. Oh my gosh, what am I pointing at? A cool archway over here. So we have a lot of stuff to do. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day, so I was like, what better time than to do some inside projects that we've been wanting to do. We still have to put trim down there. We had to rip up the old trim when we did the brick, and then we just use that as let's replace the old trim. I'm going to be painting the ceiling again because it was dark red, and as we have done like 2 coats of paint on it, it was a while ago. We didn't get the edges very good, as you'll see. So we're just gonna freshen it up, make it look a lot better. Some of the other rooms need the ceiling touched up as well. There was just so much to do when we moved here that we did a lot, but now we're kind of going back and doing things we want to do, things that we need to fix, little touch-ups and things like that. So as you can see, there are some spots along like the edges where you can kind of see that not white, where you can see the red coming through and whatnot. And our plan has always been to put trim up there, but we've just held off on it because I didn't know if I was happy with the gray. We knew we wanted to kind of paint the ceiling again in some spots and so forth. He went ahead and bought an air compressor and a nail gun, and he got a really good deal on this Craftsman kit because we needed a nail gun to put up our whole wood idea. So it's like an archway type thing, and to put up our slats in the kitchen. So definitely going to be used a lot. How much was it? $500 value. It came with 3 nail guns, the cord, and the air compressor. Okay, so yesterday I focused on just touching up all of the spots on the ceiling that I could see. And I have the living room kind of all pulled apart. I have mostly everything taped ready to paint the green. I kind of have to go around some spots, but we're gonna get to painting again. And we are putting trim up top after we paint, so I'm not gonna worry about kind of like that line. I'm just gonna take the green up as high as I can, and then the trim will just go up top, and the trim is gonna look like this. So this is the trim that we put above the brick. It's just like a wood slat, but I really like the look of it. We have them in the kitchen right here, and then they're gonna go like up here and up here. And now that Jonathan has a nail gun, it will make things so much easier, and he can kind of like, everything's just coming together and it's working out. That green was horrible. That was ugly. I tried, we really tried. I did not want to paint the living room again. And when I was painting it that color, I knew inside that it did not look good. That's not the green that I wanted. And I feel like even looking back, I could blame Jonathan because I included him on picking out the color, and he was turning down all of the lighter tone greens and the greens that I was leaning towards, and we ended up getting that one. I'm just mad at myself for painting the whole living room that color, but I felt like I was already in too deep with having the whole can of green paint, with like having the living room taped off, with just like doing it all. So I pushed through, and then I just kept thinking that like if the lighting was different that it would look better, this and that. And then we kept it green for a while. I just knew I didn't like it. I did not like how our living room looked. I just thought it was terrible, especially with our yellow curtains. Yeah. So anyway, I painted the living room white. I started whitewashing, whatever you want to call it, the brick. And I only had like a smaller container of it, so that container I used all of the container. It will look really good when it's all done, but as you see, I need a lot more. But this was pretty time consuming because it's very thick. It's been my plan for a while now. I got the brick paneling for Christmas. That was like my big Christmas present because I think all of the paneling was like $200 or something. So yeah, it's just been a work in progress. And then I finally decided to whitewash it. So stay tuned because that will be like a whole video. You'll see me whitewash the brick, and I don't know if it's gonna be in the same video as the green, but I also painted our whole living room green. of the trim up in here. I just started watching this. I don't know how I feel about it, but I stopped watching it forever and I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, I just felt the need to address that. The trim, we put the trim up. He hates how he did it right there. He wished that I brought it out. Anyway, why am I picking out the little errors? Anyway, this is what the living room is looking like. We have the wood kind of trim look up there. And then we have our little archway thing here. And yeah, so that wood trim just kind of continues throughout the living room, the kitchen, and then it's gonna continue through the laundry room. We do still need to get some new trim for around this door since we just went ahead and wanted to replace it. This is what the hallway looks like. The pull-up bar is on the ground because I was painting in that room back there today. And that's where we had it, on that door. This is what the hallway looks like. And that is just there. I was seeing if it would fit, but that's just there as a reminder that we still need to do the trim here. So that side, we kept that trim, but we do need to replace this trim because it was just no good. I'm putting off recording this final little walkthrough, and I just needed to film it and show the final kind of living room. That watched this video was like, what are you doing with the green? Put it away. The dare on the wall, but